Alright, hello guys. So this video is going to be on how to do beginner F2L, and F2L is the second step in CFOP, and I didn't really go over my advanced cross video, but technically the advanced cross is the first step. So CFOP just stands for cross, F2L, OLL, and PLL, so CFOP. And since we did the cross last video, we're doing F2L this video. So I think the first thing that needs to be established is why you even want to learn F2L in the first place. Like, why is it so different? So here, we're just going to be paying attention to this corner right here, the white, blue, and red corner. And I have the same case set up with the blue and red edge over here. So in the beginner's method, how you would solve this is you would first put the corner in, and then you would solve the edge in with whatever algorithm you want to use to insert it. But the thing about F2L is how you would solve this. Instead of putting the corner in and then putting the edge in, you put them both in at the same time. And how would you do this? So first you would pair it up like this, and then you would insert them both at the same time. And that's the main concept of F2L. So essentially all you're doing in F2L is pairing up the corner piece with its corresponding edge piece all in the top layer. And there are three main cases for this, and this is the first one. So as you can see, the white corner, the top of the white corner is green. And this is only if white is on the side, so it could either be here or here. And keep in mind that these cases can be mirrored. So as you can see, the top piece is green, and its corresponding edge piece would have to be green and orange, because if this piece was here, the edge piece that goes on top of it would be green and orange right here. So first we need to find it, and as you can see, it's right over here. And as you can see, the green of this orange and green spot of this edge is also on the top. So this is a pretty simple case. And one thing you need to keep in mind for every single one of the cases that I will be going through is that you need to understand what is an empty slot and a solved slot. So basically, an empty slot is just any slots that are not solved. And this is from the last example I just did. As you can see, this is a solved slot. So how you would solve this is first you would want to have the corner in front of you. So this could also be on the right side, so keep in mind it could be mirrored, as I said. And you want to make sure that the slots all the way in the back. So if the corner is here and this is the left face, so if it's at the top of the left face, all the way in the back, you want to make sure that this slot is unsolved. And then you just want to bring the corner down, and then you want to move this edge next to the corner here. So we just did a U2, and then when you bring the left side in, these two are now paired. Now if you were to do this with, for example, if there is a solved slot here, and then as you can see, like I've set it up across from this, if you were to do the exact same thing, you would take this corner out, so you would unsolve the corner, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you could use literally any one of these. So there's 3 unsolved, and you could use any one of these for solving this pair. Now after you've solved the pair, there's really only two ways that they would be oriented. So if you were to match up the side of the pair here, and when they're connected, they're called a pair. Match up the side of the side color with its corresponding centerpiece color. As you can see, it's on the right. If I were to have the white facing me, then the pair would be on the right. And then you would just insert it as you move it out of the way, bring this side up, connect it to the edge piece, the white edge piece in the cross, and then bring it down together. And then there is another way, is if you have the white piece facing in front of you and now it's on the left side like this, then you just do the left-hand version. So you move it out of the way to the right, bring the left side up, connect it with its edge piece, and then bring it down. So here's another example, and this one is the corner is on the right side, but keep in mind this could also happen on the left side as well. And so we're just going to look at this white, orange, and blue corner. So what edge piece would pair next to it? It would have to be orange and blue. And if we were to look for orange and blue, as you can see, it's right here. And looking at the top colors, as you can see, they do not match this time. In the last example, they did match. but this is actually an even easier case than the last one. So first, you need to know that they are not matching from each other. And then since this is orange and blue, you know it needs to go in the pair in the slot where orange and blue would be. So you want to bring the corner here and then make sure that it is above the slot right here. Now this is actually pretty easy. So first, you just want to move this slot up, move the corner up, and you've already paired these together. But as you can see, you've messed up the edge piece right here, the white cross. But before you bring this down, so are you just really doing this? Before you bring this down, you can pair up the edge with the cross piece and then bring it down together. So this is literally just 3 moves. So make sure they're across from each other, and then you pair them up, connect it with the edge piece with the white cross, and then bring it down all together. As you can see, you have solved it with the edge piece in only 3 moves. And now there is, for example, if the white edge they aren't right across from each other, but they are across this way, you need to get this edge from here to here, because to do the R prime inserts, you would need the edge piece to be here right across from it. And how would you do this? So again, you need to understand the empty slots. So you could use just in the cube that I'm doing right now, you see this empty slot here, but you could use both of these. And so you could just move this white piece. And the reason why you're moving it back here is because when you do an R move, you're preserving this edge right here. So whatever moves you do not move this corner piece. So keeping this in mind, when you do the R move, since you want to get it across from each other, now since we moved this already to a new spot, you want to get the edge from here to here. So you do the R move to preserve it, move the edge to the spot that you want to do, and then bring it back. And then now, if you set it up, you can just do the 3 move inserts again. So here's the final basic example that I'm going to show. And as you can see, we're going to be doing this white, green, and red piece. And first thing you're going to notice is that the white sticker is actually facing up instead of on the side as the last 2 examples. And we need to find its corresponding edge piece. So the corresponding edge piece would have to be green and red right here. So the green red spot is right here. The green red edge is right here, my bad. So how you want to do this is you want to take note of the color on the side of the edge piece instead of the top. So you want to pair it up with the same color that it's on. So since this edge piece is red, you want to put it next to the red edge. And then if you remember from the last example, if you were to put a corner here and you were to bring it back like this, you're actually preserving the corner and the edge. So you could do this with the edge as well. And then how you would want to pair this up is you would first preserve this by doing the L or R move if this was on the right side. And then you want to bring the white corner right above it. So since the white corner is here, we'll just do a U prime move here. And then as you can see, we've paired them up in only 2 moves. So we bring it back, and then we do the U prime move here, and then that pairs them up. And then we can bring this side back, and then these 2 pieces are now paired together. And then you can just insert this with the things I taught you in the first example. So I have one special case that I'm going to be showing you, and this is going to be the case where although these 2 are connected, so as you can see, we're looking at this white, green, and orange corner, and its corresponding edge is this green and orange edge right here. Although they're connected like this, they're not connected correctly, because if they were, as you can see, these colors would be matching like this, and they're not here. So just for the sake of simplicity, and since this is beginner F2L, we're going to be treating this case, as you can see, that the white sticker is on the edge right here, facing to the side. And in this case is sort of the same as these 2. As you can see, it's white, green, and red, and the green and red edge is its corresponding edge. They're connected, but they aren't correctly connected. So how you would solve these cases is first, you would want to break them up. If you remember from the last example that I showed you, or the last example I showed you, if you were to bring the corner here into the back and make sure that the front slot that you're the front slot is empty. If you were to bring this right side up and you're bringing the corner down, you're preserving this corner's spots, because if you bring it back up, it's just going to be in the same spot, but you can move the U face however you want. So you can move the U face here and then bring the corner back up. But for this case, since as you can see, these two are different colors, since they're different colors and this is on the side, you will want this edge to be here so that you can do the RU R prime inserts. So you would bring this here, bring it down, and remember that this would have to be across here, so this edge would have to go here. So you bring it down, the corner down, move the edge to the spot that you wanted it to, bring this back up, and as you can see, this is the RU R prime inserts, so you can just insert like that. For this case, you can also use the same concept here. If you were to bring the corner to the left side here, this is mirrored, but you were to bring it to the spot where you can preserve, and then make sure that the front is unsolved. So you bring the corner down, and then you can move the edge here in any direction, I guess. And then now, as you can see, the white corner's up, and then you could solve this how you normally would. So you bring the edge here, preserve this edge, and bring this corner to the top of the edge here to pair it up, bring it down, and then you can do the inserts that I taught you at the beginning of the video. So yeah, that's pretty much beginner F2L for you. There are a lot of F2L cases where all the edges are oriented differently and they have their own optimal solutions. I believe there's like over 100 different types of cases you can get, but we're not going to go over any of those right now, and we're just going to focus on the beginner ones. So yeah, learn F2L, and I hope your times get faster.